The Kingdom of Arnor, a once powerful kingdom led by a mighty king. But like all things, it came to an end when the king suddenly died, and the greed of the three sons led to a gruesome, bloody civil war. The Kingdom of Arnor broke up into three different provinces: Rudar, CARDOLAN, and Artillery. The Kingdom of Arnor was on the brink of destruction, and soon external powers began to seize its lands and its wealth. And just when all hope was lost, the brave men of CARDOLAN and Artillery united under one banner to defend the CARDOLAN outpost. Right here, this outpost will be their final stand, their final hope of uniting the kingdom once again. But it will not be easy, because at their very gates, we have the orcs of Gundabad, the servants of Sauron. And helping them in this expedition, tragically enough, the dwarves of Khazad-dûm. It is very unsettling how easy it is to get a dwarf to bend the knee for a few pieces of coin. Will the servants of Sauron take the outpost and bring down what is left of the Kingdom of Arnor? Or will the brave men of CARDOLAN and Artillery stand united and show just a little glimmer of what was once a great empire, a great kingdom, known as the Kingdom of Arnor? Welcome to the siege of the CARDOLAN outpost. Alright guys, what's up? It's your pal Pixie Poo, and we are back with more Third Age Total War Reforged. So yes, the brave men of Arnor, more specifically Artillery and CARDOLAN, they are joining up and to take on a great evil of orcs and dwarves. So we're pretty much at the start of the battle, where we have CARDOLAN. We've got some Minas Grilliathan archers opening fire on some orcs and flanking troops over here. So if we real quick look at the player names before this battle starts, and it is going to start very soon, so no need to skip ahead. So CARDOLAN is led by the son of Celebrimbor. So yeah, he's bringing the CARDOLAN boys, one of the regions of the Kingdom of Arnor. And then, of course, Artillery, which look very similar to the standard Kingdom of Arnor, led by Arvus Crusader, I believe is how you pronounce it. So yeah, we got pikes, infantries, archers, some artillery. It's pretty great. So if we look at the attackers now, you can see, we'll start with the orcs of Gundabad, commanded by Bacon Lord 2424. And then his ally, which of course is the dwarves, commanded by Dwarven Lord. So we got Bacon Lord and Dwarven Lord, the two lords, the two powerful lords. One has a very intimidating name, Dragon Lord. The other one, Bacon Lord. Sounds delicious. But yeah, their forces have set up. Looks like they're just, grouping up here a little bit, getting ready to go. They have their artillery up on this hill. They might be trying to fire down. Oh, look at this! Defending artillery, just short of killing this guy. He's a lucky orc. But they're going to quickly turn that ballista around and give them a taste of their own medicine. So yeah, they're going to set up their artillery. And again, it's going to be key for artillery in this battle, because these walls obviously cannot be destroyed. So you're going to have to go through the choke points. It's going to be pretty tough to get through and very, very challenging. So yeah, there's really two. I think there's a third one way over here, but I doubt they're going to use it. But there's troops waiting for them. That's for sure. Goodness. Look at that. That's a lot of forces. I'm going to take a screenshot of that. That looks pretty cool. Okay. The brave men of Arnor. Very awesome. So, let's go over to this way, where we can see some cav moving here. We've got a sneaky cav unit, CARDOLAN Dunedain commanders, going downhill, full force, trying to seek some easy kills. And these Khazad-dûm Reclaimers, they're a missile troop. Now, of course, they're dwarves, so they're going to be pretty good in melee. Not as good as the specialized infantry for the dwarves. But, whenever you see dwarven skirmishers, never underestimate their melee skills, because that's just what the dwarves are known for. Slow, but steady. They're a steady force of destruction, especially when they're serving Sauron. And the Knights of Numenor coming out of the woodwork as well. Not really getting a good charge there, but getting enough. And also the archers are opening fire. Let's not forget that. The archers are going to do some nice damage here. So very nice. We head back over here. Oh, yeah. So some good hits there. We got more cav coming in. This is the Dwarven cav. Charging into the fray. So the Dwarven cav trying to do what they can to slow down this defending cav. So I love the aggressive play here by the defenders. It's fantastic. Now, I don't know if they're going to accomplish much here, but they're going to certainly try. And here comes another cycle charge from the Dunedain commanders. So I think one of these units is actually the general. Yeah, here's the general right here. You can see his red glorious cape. So it's really gutsy for him to charge out his general. I'm going to be honest. If I was one of the defenders looking out and I see my general charging out alone, I'd be pretty concerned. I'd be like, hey, Frank, is that our commander over there? Indeed it is. Like, oh, God. What is he thinking? What is he thinking? But yeah, nice little cycle charges here and there. Really, it's not, again, it's not an elite force that they're taking out, but they are taking out a decent amount of cav. The dwarves are going to pursue. I mean, I would too. I would try to take out that general. I mean, and by the way, this settlement does not have a town center, so there's no infinite morale. So they're chewing up the Dwarven mercenary cav. Not a very solid cav. They are mercenaries after all. But I think the general might be done here. I really hope he doesn't push his luck. He should probably get them back to the base. He did a considerable amount of damage. Oh, wait, what's this over here? We actually have some dwarves. Look at this. Some dwarves in shield wall formation. Just looking at these forces. Checking them out. Ballista open. Oh, look at that ballista ammo too. Is that different? Oh, yeah, they destroyed some of the ballista here. So they're down to just one ballista, which is really unfortunate for the defenders. The attackers, I mean, again, it's going to be, you know, this battle is going to come down to ballista, artillery. It's going to be really important. So it looks like the ballista is going to be shifting formations, not formations, but positions, because a lot of the forces are clumped up to this side. So they might try to get, if we like look down there by those trees, they might try to position it right there and get some juicy hits on these defenders. So we'll see. We'll see how that progresses. But let's go back over here where, once again, the Knights of Numenor, who has the general. This is the general's bodyguard. The elite forces charging out first and doing some destruction. Wow, CARDOLAN still has their Dunedain commanders. I think they just now died there against the Reclaimers. They have their big axes out. This is also a unit that throws axes, which is cool. Nice little charge there. The Knights of Numenor should be able to finish off these Dwarven mercenary forces. But they're going to disengage. Let's see, are they going to send up even more troops? Yes, they are. We've got some warriors of Khazad-dûm making their march on this flank of the fort. The archers are probably going to be more than happy to open fire. Pew, 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 pew. Using fire arrows, which is a little surprising. We go back over here to this side. We also have some arrows coming in as well. So this is pretty cool. Nice little, again, I think everyone's using fire arrows because it's a foggy map. So whenever it's foggy out, the game automatically sets it to fire arrows. But they've done a couple volleys now, so they should probably stop using it. But here's the interesting thing, right? So this unit's hidden. The attackers cannot see this unit. So I think what... Oh, there we go. Now they're going to focus fire on this really fancy purple unit. It's the Hearthguard of Amansul. So they're going to try to fire... Oh my god, look at that. Look at that. That is so cool. Not very smart. I think he should use standard shot. But it looks awesome. I always say that. So these archers, they're going to get... I mean, they should be happy they're using fire arrows. But I don't know. Can they spot? Okay. So one group of archers focusing down the infantry, the other group going after the archers. They cannot see these guys. They are getting hit though because they're in the way. Oh, look at that. All of them focusing fire over here. That is sick. Let's see if they do another volley. Come on. Oh my god. That's awesome. So they need to use standard shot because they're only getting about like 8 or 7 hits per volley, which is really not that much. There we go. There's that standard shot. But I think what the defenders are doing here with these rangers is that they're hidden and they're gonna reveal like they're gonna show up when it matters. They're gonna just stand up and just start firing down once they really blob up their forces. Now they are getting hit with arrows, but again, they're just in the crossfire. These Dunedain Rangers are already firing. So yeah, they're trying to fire back. In fact, I think he's going after the ballista crew, which is smart. He might want to put his ballista crew in loose formation so he can avoid casualties there. I love the badass officer leading the ballista crew. You know, could you imagine when he gets assigned to the ballista crew? He's like, all right, dude, you got your sweet ass looking mace? Yeah. You got your sweet ass black coat or cape there? And he's like, yeah. He's like, you got your sweet helmet with the horns on it? Yeah. Well, you're leading the ballista crew, so you're gonna sit back the whole time. Enjoy. Like, no. Dang it. But the ballista really opening fire, and you can see they're doing some pretty good damage against these defenders. But it looks like, oh boy, the stampede is on its way. We've got a sizable force from the orcs of Gundabad pushing forward, and unfortunately he's sending in his trolls first. I see this all the time. Trolls are really strong, they're really powerful, but you don't want to send them in first because they're easy to focus down. They're such big targets. So you might I like to go infantry first, then the trolls. But yeah, they go trolls first, but thankfully we got more trolls and even more infantry to support them. Look at this mass push of trolls and orcs into the great defenses of the men of the Kingdom of Arnor. The ballista's still firing there. They can easily take out some trolls. So a nice little fight going on here. Very nice fight. Really got to try to get that infantry in there. These guys are pretty good. It's the Witch Realm Scourge Raiders. Say that 5 times fast. You probably can. I just can't. Trolls are definitely doing a lot of damage here, but again, they're using their trolls so aggressively so early on that, you know, you got to try to save some trolls for late game. I think it's going to be really important for that. Let's go back over to the other side. Let's see how this is progressing. So we do have a little fight out here. Somehow some archers got out here. I'm not sure how this happened, but the Dwarven warriors should be able to clean up these archers pretty effectively. How did they get down there? Like, why did they get down there? More and more dwarves making their way to those archers. Unfortunately, this is a problem with the map. The archers are wasting all of their ammo, firing into the side of the wall. He needs to hold on to that ammo. He's just, look at this. It's like what? No, you don't understand angles? It's almost if they were paid off by Sauron and they're just making it look like they're using their ammo, just firing right in front of them. Yeah, so that sucks. I'm sure the player's focused over here. There we go. He's retreating his archers. Get them out of there. They're shaken but not stirred. We'll see if they can make it out alive. They got to get to this battle line right here, which looks pretty cool. Let's go back over to the juicy fight, which of course is right over here. A lot of the trolls have now fallen. They need to get their infantry in there. The dwarves have some of their infantry in there, which is good. It's going to be a nice support to these trolls. But we need that orc infantry in there. They're busy taking on this flank over on that side. Now we're getting a lot. Look at this. Look at this is like the entire army lined up, ready to go. Screenshots. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm using the Steam screenshot. I don't know if you can hear the noise. Let me just see. Oh yeah, you can hear the noise. I'm really sorry about that. I'm gonna try to take not too many screenshots. He's got his general over here keeping the morale high. The Witchers of Angmar. And they're making some great progress, especially with the dwarves leading the way, mixed in with the orcs. Or, I'm sorry, the trolls. But they might want to send in more forces here, because we do have some reinforcements coming up. Lots and lots of reinforcements. Some swordsmen. Got the Minas Girthian swordsman. Girth. All right, so let's go to the other side, where I think the dwarves might soon face these spearmen who are holding this flank with the support of some Green Watch garrison footmen. So I think the dwarves are going to be key to this. I think the dwarves are going to be key to this assault because the infantry is so good. And of course, they've got that artillery. The Dwarven Artillery is pretty nasty. It's actually different, if you didn't know. In the latest patch, the Dwarven Artillery, one catapult shoots off 3 fiery balls of justice. Each individual fiery ball of justice is weaker than just the basic one that you're used to. But if all 3 of them hit a unit, it does more damage, if you get what I'm saying. So yeah, the dwarves are in shield wall. They just need to climb their way up there, push their way up there. We had the Snaga Stalkers kind of taking some of the shots there. They break instantly, now fleeing the wrong way through the men of CARDOLAN who defend this outpost. Let's go back over to this side where the fight is looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good for the defenders. The trolls are all dead now, and that's what I was talking about. I mean, there's some still alive. There's one back here. It's an officer troll. But most of them are dead. And I feel like they should have waited with the trolls, sent in the infantry first. But they've got to send in more troops. It's do or die. That or use the artillery. Where is that Dwarven Artillery? That is my question. Question of the ages. I don't know where it is. The ballista's still active. Yes, the ballista's still active. But I don't know what happened to unless they moved it to the other side, which is a possibility. But this is going to be really difficult for them. And this is just the ideal kill zone, right? I mean, they've got this nice U shape. This is just a kill zone because of these archers back here. Oh, and look at these badass crossbows with the face guard and everything. These helmets look fantastic. They're sharpshooters, so they look really great. They've got a fantastic spot right on this terrain where it slopes upward. Also, the Dunedain are moving up. We got Dunedain up here who are firing from the hillside. And here we go. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is he sending everybody in here? No, don't do that, Gundabad. You crazy. That's what you expect from orcs, you know? The orcs are pushing hard. They're sending everything they've got. Oh man, the dwarves are taking a much more steady and more accurate approach. A more like slow-paced approach, but they're really getting the full potential out of every unit. But I gotta find that Dwarven Catapult because I feel like that's gonna be a major tool. Here it is. Here it is. Yeah, it's gonna be a major part of this battle. So once they get this in position, it's gonna be a while, but once they do, it's gonna be pretty good. More and more dwarves pushing up here. The balance of power is still in favor of the attackers. They've killed more of the attackers, 35%, but 26% of the defenders have been killed. So remember, the defenders are outnumbered because they are the defenders. Alright. Dunedain Troll Slayers certainly slayed all the trolls. And look at this. What is he doing? Gundabad, stop it. Put down the bacon and command your forces. Okay, so never do this, guys, in a Total War game. This is bad. So the reason this is bad is because you see all these troops in the back here? They're literally doing nothing. They're doing nothing but get killed and be tired. Because even though they're not physically fighting anyone, it says that they are fighting or in a fight, and all the troops are getting tired. So thankfully, he's dispersing his troops, and there's hope. It's like he could hear me. But yeah, you only want to send 2-3 units at a time. 3 is even too much, I think. But all they had was a small, thin unit of brave men holding back this horde of orcs and letting the archers just go to town, the ballistic go to town. So they're racking up a lot of kills. And if we look at this percentage now, look at 48. In a matter of minutes, they have almost lost half of their forces, 1% away. That is insane. That is insane. So that's why this is going to be challenging for the attackers. It's this choke point right here that's going to make it so difficult. The dwarves are doing well, though. Dwarves are doing well. Still waiting for that catapult. Lots of reinforcements back here, keeping them fresh, keeping them away from the archer fire. Catapult kind of going a little wide here. I guess they want to make sure they don't get hit by archers, but I don't see any more archers up on this wall. Most of the archers are set down here. Pretty good spot indeed. I like that. That looks cool. Going after these reclaimers. You know, this reclaimer unit is a throwing axe unit. It's like a javelin unit. So they're just kind of sitting back trying to pick off a couple defenders from, you know, way back there. So a nice little aggressive play here by the dwarves, but also being very precise about it, being very patient about it, sending in the max amount of troops, which is about 2-3 units, and then waiting with the reserves before sending more. We do have more pikes. These guys are really good. A Numenos Gate Guard. They're very, very good. So this is going to be a tough force to bring down. But again, you've got that catapult. You've got to use that catapult. I hope they push it into position soon, because it's going to be really important. Here comes another charge from the orcs, just having a very difficult time of breaking through these really great pikemen. Pikes, spears, I mean, that's your worst enemy when trying to break through a choke point situation. They need to try to get around them, but hold on, what do we have here? What is this? Is he flanking? He is. He's flanking around because there's only one unit here defending. Now he is sending back some units. He's got the Arthedain pikemen, but that's good that the attackers are trying to spread out their forces, get the defenders to spread out, and by causing the defenders to spread out, hopefully it's easier to punch a hole through the defenses. He doesn't even have to commit over here. All he has to do is just be here and make the defenders have to defend this area. Just focus down over here with the rest of your forces. Look at that. And well, wow, there's no reserves. There's absolutely no reserves. That's crazy. Gundabad really struggling. You know, if only, since the dwarves are on the other side of the map, if only they could see how poor of an enemy, or, well, they're not enemies, they're allies now. If only they could see how weak their allies were, they would never bend the knee to Sauron, right? Because the dwarves are the saving grace to this battle. The balance of power is still in favor of the attackers. They've lost about 57%. We've got another unit of dwarves here. This is the 4th Legion Shield Guard pushing into the fray, because they are getting pretty weak over on this side. Where is that Dwarven catapult? Where is it? If I was one of the brave soldiers in the front line, that's what I would be thinking. I'd be like, where's this damn catapult? Here it is. It's rolling its way up. It's getting up there. That's awesome. So, take another screenshot. Sorry, guys. So, yeah, they're going to keep pushing forward and hopefully get in range. We're going to see some juicy artillery hits. That's what I'm hoping, but we'll see. Hopefully the archers start to run out of ammo. Whoa, look at that. That looks pretty cool. That structure in the background. Fire! Sounded like Saruman there. So it's up to the dwarves at this spot to break through, because I don't really think Gundabad is going to be able to break through here. I mean, they've already lost so many troops. They're cleaning up this flank here, but breaking through the main line in the front, I just don't see it happening. The balance of power is also somewhat shifting back in favor of the defenders. The attackers lost 64%. The defenders are about to lose 40%. Let's go back here where they have indeed charged in. They're going to try to, I mean, I don't have a lot of hope for these Guardians of Carndun, but they're going to do their best to try to break through this defense. Let's go back over to this side. Oh no! Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Was that? Wait. No. No. Okay, where did he die? Where did he die? Was that the general part of the artillery crew? The ballista crew? Is this him? He died so far away. Oh no. Bacon Lord, I know what happened. Bacon Lord selected this unit as his first, so that put the general in that unit, and he died so far away from, oh my god. So Gundabad really struggling here, making a couple mistakes. I thought his general was in the Nazgul unit, or the Witcher's unit, or whatever. God, that's rough. That is rough. Well, he lost his general, and it's not looking great. Let's go back this way. Do we have... Yes! Here we go. Now we're cooking with propane. Look at that. I love the new trip. Where are they firing at? What are they going for? What the hell? Where did those shots go? They landed somewhere over here. Like, what in the insane was that? Boom. Come on. You gotta land better hits than that. Go for the big blob. Maybe even retreat some of these dwarves. There's so many right here. Just take them out. Come on. Maybe get the catapult closer. Get it closer. The closer it is, the more accurate. But they decided to hold fire. Archers are now opening fire at these dwarves. There's only 17 left. They need to get into loose formation. They've lost a lot to archers, I assume. More and more dwarves charging in. He shouldn't have done that. I think he should have sat back, used the catapult. Oh boy, if they lose this catapult, there's really no hope for the attackers. There's no hope. Look at the brave men of Arnor hold, or they're holding, against the Witch Realm bodyguard, who doesn't have a general because the general died like a mile away from the main fight. What in the world? Oh no! Are those Witchers I see? They are! Witchers of Angmar. So they're gonna be pretty useful. That might help turn the tide. Let's see. I think that's the general too. No, that can't be. He lost his general. That's just the officer. Uh-oh. There's a sally out over here. What are they doing? Oh my god. One guy survived that volley, and he's still gonna just like, I got you. Oh no. Oh my god. And then there's a flanking charge. Here we go. Let's see if they can get another volley. Holy shit. Okay, sorry for the bad words, but that is insane. What are they thinking, sallying out, trying to go after a unit like that? I bet they're pretty good in melee too. Wow. The fires of Angmar. The flames of Arnor. That's crazy. Okay, so that definitely helps a lot. I guess, oh, there goes the catapult. I guess the catapult's very, very inaccurate. You know, that's another thing about the 3 different shots coming from one machine. That's crazy, guys. That is crazy talk. Those Witchers. Oof. Yeah, give it to him. Uh-oh. So CARDOLAN, I believe, is down to half their force. Or maybe it was Arthedain. No, it's CARDOLAN. Down to half their force. The troops here are thinning very quickly. We have archers now going into melee. Dunedain captains charging in. It's not looking good. But it's looking good over here, other than the Witchers. Which, by the way, did the Witchers survive? There's the general. Oh, did they kill the Witchers? I'm trying to find them. The general alone with 1 bodyguard, and he's more of a like, well, yeah, it's a bodyguard. I was gonna say he is a standard bearer, but you know, he can still be effective with the standard. It's like a big lance. I did not expect a sally out from Arnor. I mean, that's a really gutsy play there. to try to, you know, take out these attackers like that. But yeah, and plus with the general out in the open like that, he's been very gutsy with his general. It's paid off, you know, no risk, no reward, but that could have ended in disaster. And there we go. They break these Guardians of Kar and do them a very tough unit. I assume the Witchers died? I wish I was watching so I could see, but the Witchers are gone unless they're hidden somewhere. Let's see what. Oh, we got some leftovers here. They're still fighting over in the center, which is pretty impressive. Wow, this is gonna be close, guys. Oh my God, balance of power is looking really good for the attackers. Really good. And just like that, I don't know what changed. I guess it was the sally out by Arnor or Arthedain, which was a little careless, and they got evaporated by those Witchers. Now, most of the victims of the Witchers were archers, so it wasn't a major loss, but those Witchers are nasty. You've got to take them, you got to take them on from far away. You got to use archers and whatnot. Nice little volleys there coming down, taking out their general. Sons of the Fallen still have yet to go in. Legion bodyguard, so they still have a decent force of reserves. Troops back here still fighting the good fight. Trying to get some good kills. Let's go back over to this side. Let's see what's going on here. Did they finish up? Looks like it. They're getting chased though. Are these guys just oh, they're breaking. So yeah, they did clean up the forces out here. I don't know what happened to the Witchers. I assume they died. Maybe they're really weak in melee, which is what they should be. Yeah, all these troops out here are breaking, so it's safe to say that there's a small force of attackers here, and then a small force over to this side. And artillery is hitting them once again. We got a lot of archers coming over this way. Let's see the crew, though. The crew is still hanging on at 10 people. Oh, yes. The juicy hits right over the heads of their own men. Going after the sharpshooters. How terrifying. Let's just take a moment here and experience what these sharpshooters are experiencing. How terrifying would it be to see those flaming balls of justice? Look at this. Oh my God! That's what I would be like every time. Every time I'd see those things about to release, I'd be like, oh my God! Right over their heads, man. That's crazy. I love that artillery from the dwarves. Oh, nice. Another good hit there. Balance of power looking really bad for the defenders. 87%. There's now been a change in percentage lead. There's now more defenders who have died than the attackers percentage-wise. 88 to 85. They're going to need a miracle here. The defenders are going to need a miracle. Oh, that's the kind of miracle they need. Friendly fire. That's a good-looking friendly fire. This is what the dwarves are down to, though. This is it right here. The small group of forces. Let's see if they can hold. Arnor needs to regroup. He needs to regroup and get his forces over there. Get out of pike formation. Get over there. They also need to finish up these guys. The general over here is like, what the hell's going on over here, guys? I thought we had this. There's like 2 guys left. Oh, there's 3 guys. Take them out. There's much bigger fish to fry, and that fish is a dwarf. I don't know, guys. I just don't see how they could break the dwarves. Oh my God. It's like napalm over here. So, yeah, I think the dwarves are... I think basically they're the ones that are going to take this one. Unless the defenders have some kind of sneaky, like, artillery. They haven't used yet, and I just didn't see. But I just don't see it. I mean, 90 to 87%. It's a close one. It's a close one for sure. It's all gonna come down to to Arnor, and that's why I was so surprised they sallied out. Maybe they sallied out because that's how they needed to take care of the Witchers. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Someone's breaking. Oh, that was... Okay. They officially defeated the Orcs of Gundabad. Here comes the men. Fresh unit. Look. Whoa. Like, where did this unit come from? Very fresh unit. It must be like up here or something. I don't know where that unit came from, but it's the Greenwatch Garrison. And seeing them gives me hope. Gives me hope that they might just be able to hang on to this one. Balance of power 91 to 87. They're just losing too many forces. Arthedain now sending over some dismounted Knights of Enumenos, which is great. Very good unit. The general, you can see him in the back over here watching over. He's like, man, don't you break. Not today. The fight's almost over. Just hold against these greedy dwarves. I don't know why he's speaking like that, but he is. In my world, in my mind, he's speaking like that. Hold, damn you, hold! They're pushing. They're gonna spread out their forces a little bit. Finally, Arthedain setting up some reinforcements, but they're exhausted. They're tired. They don't want to fight anymore, but they have to. They defeated the Orcs of Gundabad. Oh no, look at this flank here. The flank from the Legion's bodyguard. Is the general in the Legion's bodyguard? That is the question. If he is, maybe they'll get lucky. Now the general has to charge in. He's like, no, you will not flank around my warriors. I must defend this path. Not this day. This day we fight. But looking on the mini-map, I think all of the forces have been committed. I don't see any extra reinforcements. This is it, guys. This is what it's coming down to. 94 to 88. They need a miracle. They've got to break these dwarves. But even if they break them, we still have 2 units of the Sons of the Fallen. And Mithril Guard. Good God. I bet they wish they had archers right now, or a piece of artillery or something. Oh no! The general loses his bodyguard. He now stands alone. And then the pikes show up and they're like, not alone. So this is it. This is the final reinforcement force that's coming their way. It's marching their way. But as soon as this general dies, which I have a feeling it's going to be soon, it could be over. Look, he's just like, die, you dwarf! I've hit you 3 times! 3 times! Three times! Oh, there you go. You got to kill. Die, you dwarf skull. You're next. It's too bad he doesn't switch hands, you know, with like the sword. This general's on a roll, man. This general's BA. Look at him. You will not take this outpost. Never. Oh.
Our army's running from the field.
Uh-oh.
We must rally our men before our general has been
captured. The general of CARDOLAN has been captured. He didn't die. He was captured by the scummy. Oh no. That he died though. What a fight he put up. But I think it's safe to say they said this battle came down to 3%. In the email they sent, it's like, battle came down to 3%. I was like, what? That's not 3%. But nonetheless, it was a great battle. So great defense here by Arthedain, getting a ton of kills. Son of Celebrimbor getting 780 kills, but look at the 2 kills from the attackers. That's really impressive. I think I'm really surprised. I mean, Bacon Lord made a lot of mistakes there, and I thought that was going to be the nail in the coffin, but he was able to turn it around, especially with those Witchers. Let's see. But here's the kills of one of the defenders, so you can check that out. Yeah, that's gonna conclude today's battle. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. It was a lot of fun, and I will see you next time on the battlefield.